Have you ever thought about how the products you use every day end up in your hands? It's a complex journey involving the global supply chain. This web connects producers, manufacturers, and consumers across continents. From coffee to clothes, everything travels through this system. The global supply chain drives international trade. Raw materials are transformed into goods and delivered worldwide. This interconnectedness fosters economic growth and job creation. The global supply chain connects people, businesses, and economies. It links farmers in rural villages to factory workers in bustling cities, and ultimately to consumers like you and me. Advancements in transportation, communication, and technology have revolutionized global supply chains. Today, they are driven by advanced logistics, real-time data analytics, and sophisticated software. Trade routes are the arteries of the global supply chain, facilitating the movement of goods across continents. These routes connect producers and consumers worldwide. The Silk Road and Spice Route were pivotal in history, shaping trade and cultural exchange. Modern routes evolved to meet global demands. The Suez and Panama Canals revolutionized maritime trade, ensuring smooth global trade and economic activity. While global supply chains offer numerous benefits, they also present complex challenges. Geopolitical instability, natural disasters, pandemics, and economic fluctuations can disrupt these intricate networks, leading to delays, shortages, and price volatility. The COVID-19 pandemic, for example, exposed the vulnerabilities of global supply chains, highlighting the risks of relying too heavily on single suppliers or geographically concentrated production hubs. The conflict in Ukraine further exacerbated these challenges, disrupting energy supplies, increasing transportation costs, and adding to the uncertainty in the global trade environment. Despite these challenges, the global supply chain is constantly evolving, adapting to new realities and embracing innovation to build more resilient and sustainable systems. Companies are increasingly diversifying their supplier bases, investing in regional production hubs, and exploring new technologies like blockchain and artificial intelligence to enhance transparency and efficiency. The future of global trade will depend on our ability to navigate these complexities, mitigate risks, and harness the power of innovation to build more resilient, sustainable, and inclusive supply chains that benefit all stakeholders. Imagine a world without cars, trains, or planes. Goods traveled on camels and ships navigated by the stars. Ancient trade routes were arduous and dangerous. Yet they connected civilizations and fostered cultural exchange. The Silk Road was a network of pathways over 4,000 miles, linking China to the West. It facilitated the exchange of goods, ideas, and cultures. The Silk Road was a testament to human interaction. The Spice Route linked Europe to the East Indies, the source of coveted spices like pepper, cinnamon, cloves, and nutmeg. These spices were more valuable than gold, driving exploration and trade. Arab traders dominated these sea lanes, controlling the flow of spices to Europe. In the 15th century, Portuguese explorers sought a direct sea route to India. Vasco da Gama's voyage opened up a new era of global trade. The spice route transformed European cuisine and reshaped the geopolitical landscape. The Silk Road and the Spice Route were catalysts for the rise and fall of empires. Trade fueled powerful empires like the Roman Empire and the Han Dynasty, shaping their economies and cultures. The Roman Empire thrived on Eastern trade, importing silk and spices. These imports enriched the elite but drained Roman gold and silver. The Han Dynasty amassed wealth through silk production and trade. The Islamic Caliphate impacted the Silk Road and Spice Route. The Islamic Golden Age facilitated East-West trade. Arab merchants dominated maritime trade routes. Ancient trade routes showcase human ingenuity and ambition, leaving a mark on civilization. While the Silk Road and the Spice Route are relics of the past, their legacy continues today. These routes laid the foundation for our interconnected world. The modern economy owes a debt to these early trade pioneers. The challenges they faced mirror those of modern businesses. China's Belt and Road Initiative aims to recreate the Silk Road. Massive infrastructure investments aim to connect China to the world. The lessons of collaboration and innovation remain relevant today. The enduring legacy of these routes offers lessons for a prosperous future. Remember the camels and caravans of the Silk Road? Today's supply chains are a different beast. We've traded camels for cargo ships the size of small cities and replaced paper maps with real-time tracking powered by satellites. Technology is fundamentally changing how goods move around the world. At the heart of this transformation is the internet. It's like the nervous system of the global economy. Orders are placed online, shipments are tracked in real time, and payments are processed electronically, all thanks to the power of the internet. This digital revolution is particularly visible in the rise of e-commerce giants like Amazon and Alibaba. These companies have built their empires on the back of sophisticated logistics networks that rely heavily on technology. From automated warehouses to delivery drones, they're constantly pushing the boundaries of what's possible in supply chain management. The internet has become the new Silk Road, a digital highway connecting businesses and consumers across continents, and making it possible to order a product from across the world with a few taps on your smartphone. Imagine transporting thousands of products across oceans. A logistical nightmare, right? That was global trade for centuries, until the shipping container came along. Malcolm McLean revolutionized trade with standardized containers. Goods could now be moved quickly and efficiently. This simple innovation transformed global trade. In today's hyper-connected world, data is king, and nowhere is this truer than in the realm of global supply chains. From tracking shipments in real time to predicting demand with pinpoint accuracy, data is the lifeblood of modern logistics. Think of it like this. Every product that moves through the supply chain, from a coffee bean to a car part, generates a trail of data. This data, when collected, analyzed, and acted upon, can unlock incredible efficiencies. Businesses can optimize shipping routes, manage inventory levels, and even predict potential disruptions before they occur. This data-driven approach is particularly important in today's volatile world. With geopolitical uncertainty, climate change, and global pandemics disrupting supply chains, businesses need to be agile and responsive. Real-time data visibility allows them to anticipate problems, make informed decisions, and keep goods flowing even in the face of disruptions. The future of supply chain management is all about harnessing the power of data to create more resilient, responsive, and intelligent networks that can adapt to the ever-changing dynamics of the global economy. We're on the cusp of a new era in supply chain management, one driven by artificial intelligence, blockchain, and the Internet of Things. These technologies are transforming traditional supply chains into intelligent, interconnected ecosystems that are more efficient, transparent, and resilient than ever before. Imagine a network of sensors embedded in shipping containers, trucks, and warehouses, constantly collecting data on location, temperature, humidity, and other critical factors. This data, processed by AI algorithms, can provide real-time visibility into every stage of the supply chain, enabling businesses to optimize routes, predict delays, and even automate tasks. Blockchain, the technology behind cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, is also poised to revolutionize supply chains. By creating a secure and transparent record of transactions, blockchain can help combat counterfeiting, improve traceability, and streamline payments, fostering trust and efficiency throughout the supply chain. These technologies are not just futuristic fantasies. They're already being implemented by forward-thinking companies to gain a competitive edge. As the global supply chain becomes increasingly complex, the ability to harness these technologies will be critical for businesses to thrive in the 21st century. world watched in awe as a massive container ship, longer than the Empire State Building is tall, became wedged in the Suez Canal in 2021. This incident, though disruptive, highlighted the vital role of maritime choke points in global trade. These narrow waterways, often man-made marvels, are the lifelines of global trade, facilitating the passage of trillions of dollars worth of goods each year. The Suez and Panama Canals stand as testaments to human ingenuity, connecting oceans and continents and transforming global trade. Before the Suez Canal was completed in 1869, ships sailing between Europe and Asia had to navigate around Africa, adding weeks to shipping times. The Panama Canal, completed in 1914, offered a similar advantage for ships traveling between the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. These canals, by shortening shipping routes and reducing transportation costs, have fueled global trade. They are the arteries of our modern global economy, essential for maintaining the flow of goods worldwide. The smooth operation of these canals is crucial for global trade efficiency. The Suez Canal, a lifeline of global trade. Stretching 120 miles, the Suez Canal connects the Mediterranean Sea to the Red Sea. This vital waterway handles 12% of global trade each year. Imagine the Suez Canal as a bustling maritime highway. It connects European markets to Asia's manufacturing hubs. Before its construction, goods had to be transported overland or shipped around Africa. The canal slashed shipping times and costs. Today, it remains a strategic choke point. The 2021 blockage highlighted its vulnerability. Ensuring the free flow of goods is crucial. The canal's smooth operation is vital for global trade. The Panama Canal connecting oceans, transforming trade. The Panama Canal, a 50-mile waterway, links the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, transforming global trade. Completed in 1914, it removed barriers to maritime trade, facilitating global movement of goods. The lock system raises and lowers ships, acting as a gateway between two oceans. It accommodates diverse vessels from container ships to bulk carriers. The canal's impact on global trade is profound, handling over 300 million tons of cargo annually. It shortens shipping distances, reducing transportation costs. The canal facilitates efficient shipping of raw materials and goods. Today, it remains vital to global trade. The 2016 expansion allows for larger ships, enhancing its global importance. Navigating the channels of global commerce. The Suez and Panama Canals are just two of many maritime choke points critical to global trade. The Strait of Malacca, the Strait of Hormuz, and the Danish Straits are other examples of narrow waterways handling a disproportionate share of global maritime traffic. These choke points, while essential, also represent points of vulnerability in the supply chain. Geopolitical tensions, piracy, accidents, and natural disasters can disrupt the flow of goods through these narrow passages. The importance of these maritime choke points underscores the interconnectedness of our globalized world. Disruptions in one part of the supply chain can have ripple effects across the globe. Ensuring the security and resilience of these vital waterways requires international cooperation and technological innovation. Investing in their security, enhancing their efficiency, and mitigating risks is essential for maintaining global stability. These choke points are crucial for the smooth operation of global trade. The global supply chain, once a symbol of efficiency, is facing a perfect storm of challenges. Businesses are grappling with unpredictable winds, from geopolitical tensions and trade wars to climate change and resource scarcity. These headwinds are forcing companies to rethink their strategies and prioritize resilience. One pressing challenge is the rise of protectionism and the unraveling of global trade agreements. The post-World War II era, marked by a reduction in trade barriers, fostered an unprecedented era of globalization. However, the recent resurgence of nationalist sentiment and trade restrictions are creating uncertainty and adding costs for businesses. The COVID-19 pandemic exposed the fragility of global supply chains, highlighting the risks of relying too heavily on single suppliers. The pandemic-induced lockdowns and factory shutdowns caused widespread disruptions, leading to shortages and price volatility. This wake-up call underscored the need for greater diversification and resilience in supply chain design. The global supply chain, once a well-oiled machine, is now facing a period of turbulence and transformation. Navigating these challenges will require ingenuity, adaptability, and a willingness to embrace new technologies. The world is a chessboard, and geopolitical tensions are like pawns shifting, creating new alliances and rivalries that impact the flow of goods. Trade wars, once a rarity, have become a recurring feature of the global landscape, adding complexity to supply chain management. The trade war between the United States and China has resulted in tariffs on billions of dollars worth of goods, disrupting supply chains. This trade dispute reflects a broader trend toward protectionism and a retreat from multilateral trade agreements. The conflict in Ukraine has further exacerbated these challenges, highlighting the interconnectedness of global supply chains. The war has disrupted energy supplies, increased food prices, and led to shortages of critical raw materials. In this era of heightened geopolitical uncertainty, businesses are realizing that relying solely on cost optimization is no longer enough. They need to prioritize resilience, diversify their supplier bases, and develop contingency plans to mitigate risks. The global supply chain, while efficient, has come under scrutiny for its environmental and social impact. From carbon emissions associated with transportation to labor practices in factories, consumers and investors are demanding greater transparency. The environmental impact of global shipping, in particular, has come under the spotlight. Cargo ships, while essential, are major emitters of greenhouse gases, contributing to climate change. The fashion industry has also faced criticism for its environmental footprint, from water pollution to deforestation. Consumers are increasingly favoring brands that prioritize sustainability and ethical sourcing. This shift in consumer sentiment is forcing companies to rethink their supply chain practices. Sustainability is no longer a nice-to-have, but a business imperative. Companies that fail to adapt risk damaging their reputations and losing market share. The future of global trade depends on building more sustainable and ethical supply chains. The challenges facing global supply chains are complex, but they are not insurmountable. Businesses are finding innovative ways to navigate these turbulent waters and build more resilient supply chains. One key trend is the shift from globalization to regionalization. Companies are diversifying their manufacturing bases and sourcing goods closer to their customers. This approach enhances resilience by reducing exposure to disruptions in specific regions. Technology is playing a crucial role in enhancing supply chain visibility and resilience. Real-time tracking systems provide unprecedented visibility into the movement of goods. Collaboration is also essential for building more resilient supply chains. Businesses are partnering with suppliers, logistics providers, and even competitors to share information and develop contingency plans. This collaborative approach is essential for strengthening the entire ecosystem. The global supply chain is undergoing a period of profound innovation and transformation. By embracing new technologies and fostering collaboration, businesses can build more resilient supply chains. As we've journeyed from the ancient Silk Road to today's digital supply chains, one thing remains clear. The interconnectedness of our world is not new. For centuries, humans have sought out connections, driven by a desire to trade and share knowledge across vast distances. These intricate networks, whether etched across deserts or crisscrossing the globe via fiber optic cables, are the backbone of our global economy. The story of global supply chains is a testament to human ingenuity and our relentless pursuit of efficiency. From the standardization of the shipping container to real-time tracking systems, we've constantly sought ways to optimize the flow of goods. This pursuit of efficiency has brought benefits, making a wider variety of products available to more people at lower costs. However, this intricate system is not without its challenges. Geopolitical tensions, natural disasters, and pandemics can disrupt these delicate networks. The global supply chain is a living organism that constantly evolves and adapts. Understanding these networks is essential for navigating the challenges and opportunities of the 21st century. The global supply chain, like a ship navigating a vast ocean, must constantly adjust its course to weather changing winds. The COVID-19 pandemic, trade wars, and geopolitical instability have all served as reminders that reliance on a single supplier can make businesses vulnerable. The key to building more resilient supply chains lies in embracing adaptability and innovation. This means diversifying sourcing strategies and exploring alternative transportation routes. The rise of regional manufacturing hubs allows companies to shorten supply chains and reduce transportation costs. Technology, particularly data analytics and blockchain, is playing an increasingly important role in optimizing supply chain management. Real-time tracking systems allow businesses to monitor shipments and predict delays. AI-powered algorithms can forecast demand and optimize inventory levels. Innovation in logistics, from autonomous trucks to smart ports, is transforming the way goods are moved. The future of global supply chains will be shaped by our ability to harness these technologies for greater flexibility and resilience. While technology plays a crucial role in shaping the future of global supply chains, it's important to remember that this system is ultimately driven by people. From farmers to factory workers to truck drivers, millions of people contribute to the smooth functioning of these networks. The COVID-19 pandemic highlighted the essential role that frontline workers play in keeping supply chains moving. It also exposed the vulnerabilities of workers in certain sectors, particularly in developing countries. Building more resilient and sustainable supply chains requires a human-centered approach that prioritizes the well-being of workers. This includes ensuring fair wages, safe working conditions, and access to healthcare. Investing in training and education equips workers with the skills they need to thrive in an increasingly automated industry. By prioritizing the human element, we can create a more equitable and sustainable global trade system. The global supply chain is a testament to human ingenuity and interconnectedness. It has lifted millions out of poverty and fostered innovation, but it needs adaptation to address modern challenges. Building resilience requires a multifaceted approach. Businesses must prioritize resilience and embrace innovation. Governments should foster cooperation and fair trade. Investing in infrastructure supports sustainable trade. Consumers must support ethical and sustainable practices. Together, we can build a resilient and interconnected future.